Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play Transport Fever 2. Welcome back to Palmdale. This will be episode 2 in the series, and we are currently kind of in trouble. I'm going to speed the game up, and hopefully we can get some more earnings. We do have a couple lines that are marginally profitable. The steel one is the most concerning at this point, but I think like the coal line should be making a bit of money. And although this is going down and down, I think we might end up bankrupt. It is a bit troubling. I'm rather distressed. The steel mill is producing, so that is good. And shipping over here. And that should be going over. Yeah, that is slowly going up. I mean, we're not doing terrible. It's just we're not doing great either. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit and we will see what happens. Okay, so these are not making profit. So we are going to come in here and we're going to close this line and sell this train. For now, at least. So that gets us back up over there. And I think we'll go ahead and sell one of these as well. Okay, that gets us back into the black for now. Let's go ahead and get a few other things going. So we're not shipping over here. We're shipping the steel there. Let's get some food going. Because we have 3 farms right here. And they can go down here, which could be another rail line. But I think what we'll do is we'll get a truck line coming down here and dropping off for here, and then we'll have a train go that way. That'll be the plan, at least. So we're going to come in here and get a truck first. Okay, so we have 2 of those. We're going to hold off on getting them in place because I want to get... Although I wonder if it would make sense to do this by road, because when you look at this, our ore vehicles are making the most money. I think maybe our trains may be too short, and the upfront cost, the capital cost of that is just insanely expensive. Let's go ahead and get a medium country road along here. And now, you know what, I'm looking at this and we don't need to be here. We want those to go right over there, so we're going to come in here and take this out. Okay, and that should do it. So we can come in here and we're going to get some vehicles on that line. Okay, so that should get that going. Let's go ahead and speed that up. Got a ton of vehicles out here now, but they are going to be delivering from here out over there, and then we'll get food down there. We can get food out to Sioux Falls too, actually. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of the building we do on this map is going to be road. Okay, so that, I mean, now we have quite a bit of stuff here. And we need to configure this a bit. Okay, everything has its own terminal now. And hopefully we can get this a little bit better of a flow here. That might work. I mean, we're getting a little bit in and out here. And I think once we get it... actually, we're going to extend it this way. That's what we'll do. Give them a little bit more space. There we go. Now there's space for these guys to wait. And space for these other guys to drop off. Very good. So now we should be seeing a little bit better here. The farm isn't quite making money. I mean, oh man. We're on hard difficulty, and that is making a lot of this just kind of struggle here. We should see more demand now. So like this one, yeah, it's starting to produce a little bit more. The shipment is going up, so that should help them and get that flowing a bit better, and that'll go over there. So then, yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of this rail altogether. And we'll connect the steel line by road, which is not going to be cheap either, but at least we'll get it done. And then we can have it load up machine parts here eventually. These are much cheaper, but they don't carry quite as much. I think we want this one. And we'll get as many as we can to start. Which is 2. We'll get 2 on that line then. So that will start to bring steel over there. And hopefully, I mean, we're going to have a lot of traffic going through there. And eventually, we're going to need better roads, I think. We'll get more direct routes, but we'll start with this. Yeah, these are all doing better. Once these have gone quite a few times, or like once we have a good solid flow coming here, it's going to work out well, and we are getting really close to that. I think we could probably get this farm hooked up too. Yeah, I think trucks are going to be the way to go. Maybe we end up with a few airports or ships or something. I mean, yeah, ships, actually. We could do a few things with ships. We have a lot of logs over here that, oh, but we've got a sawmill here. Oh, but that could come all the way over to our steel mill by ship. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Although the logs can go up there too. To make tools that can then go right there. Well, I mean, some of them can go there and then some can go that way. But for now, the biggest thing is that we are now providing food to Sioux Falls and Yonkers. So we have 2 places now that are getting their goods. And more importantly, all of our lines are starting to be profitable. With our train kind of struggling the most. Actually, the train is the most profitable. Okay, that's much better. And how is our steel doing here? We have more. We can add... Can we get more on that line now? Okay, so now we have... The steel is running. We're getting more on that line. And all of these... They're doing well. I am going to let this run for just a few minutes and take a little break, and I will catch you in a moment. Okay, well, we have not earned much money. And that train is still, I mean, okay, 500,000. So this guy is doing fine. Probably, I mean, it's doing quite well, actually. The rest of them, I mean, the food lines are not doing so good. Let's sell a few of the vehicles on there. Or, you know what, let's get him on steel instead. Yeah, because the steel line is doing well. We have a lot of steel. Whereas the food, we don't have excess food. So let's go ahead and we're going to take 2 more off of here and put them on steel. And take 1 off of here. So we'll have 3 on each of the food lines, and then we'll have many on the steel line. Yeah. That should hopefully make them all more profitable. Then let's see what else we can do. We could get this farm hooked up. That has to go a long way, and the same thing with that one. I mean, we have this rail comes all the way here. I wonder if we could get it to drop off here, and then we could probably take the food the rest of the way and use that line a little bit more. Or we might be able to bring a track right along there and through, which then, I mean, up, no, you know, because that's way up in the hill. We're not going to connect that one right now. Let's work on getting logs over here. So we want to work on this sawmill. We have 2 forests up here that can bring the logs down there. Although we don't really have the money to do much more. We've borrowed so much money. We don't really have much to show for it. And look at all that traffic. Man, let's make this road bigger. So that should get more vehicles passing through here. They have faster speed limit. Yeah, and then let's try and get a roundabout here, maybe. Yeah. Gonna take this out. Okay, so that is our new roundabout there, and hopefully that will really improve this a bit. I mean, we'll see how it turns out, but they shouldn't have to stop. I mean, well, we'll see. I'm gonna have some of my Coke here. And I think it is improving it, because we have vehicles that want to go that way can just stay in that lane. Yeah, that seems to be improving a bit. And especially once this one slows down, which this is almost all caught up, then this should flow much faster here. There we go. And that should help our trucks, which we've got a streetcar available. Okay, now let's see here. So like that still has quite a bit of traffic there. Now we're backing up over here. Okay, let's get another roundabout here, I guess. There, so that should help that, which will then help all of this. And the other thing we can do is actually this road could continue over this way. like that. And then we should see vehicles going that way instead of coming down here to go up that way. Yeah, and then we can bring another road this way. I mean, we're pretty much... This is turning into a city builder a little bit. Let's bring this in like that, and then bring that in that way, I guess. Yeah, so that is all improved there. Now we still have a bit of traffic over in here, but again, that can be improved. We're bringing that over that way. Just like any city builder, everything comes down to having additional routes. Now, Sioux Falls is really growing already. In fact, Palmdale, that we're named after, is not the biggest anymore. Yonkers and Sioux Falls are getting bigger and bigger because we're supplying them. It's going to be hard to get Palmdale supplied with food. Yeah, but anyway, logs. That's what we're working on next. We want to come down in here and we're going to get road building. Okay, so now we are bringing logs over here to the sawmill. We'll get another line from there over here, and maybe even bring that straight over this way. Oh, but traffic is flowing so much better now, which is really good because that really helps our income. Now, food. We have food waiting for Sioux Falls now, so we could get another truck on that one. But Yonkers is happy they're getting the food they need. Sioux Falls is happy. Yeah, I mean, those are making a big boost. This is coming in already. 24,000. So we'll get that producing here, and then we can take that over to the steel mill. These country roads are like really getting packed very quickly, and this is very crowded through here. So now hopefully most of the traffic will stay on that route instead of coming down here. But that is going to be a problem for our view. I mean, if we keep our vehicles on the outside, we should be okay. But let's go ahead and bring this road over here now. Also, that is so expensive. These roads are going to cost us an arm and a leg. Yeah, the roads are very expensive for us. But they're going to be critical. Also, why did that... Sometimes this game does the roads in a very annoying manner. It's like, I wish that would have stayed at ground level because that looks so weird. And I'm sure it was super expensive to do it that way, which begs the question, if we do this from here and a little bit at a time, maybe it will be cheaper. There we go. So that'll work there. It can be a highway that goes around this way. I don't know where it's going to end up after that, but maybe it comes over and does a bridge and goes out that way. But in the meantime, it can run lumber from there to there now. Just need to make sure there's space here, and there does seem to be that. So, new line. There we go. So that should be making lumber, and we'll get some from there, and then it can go over here, which point we will now be making machine parts that can be delivered to Yonkers. And they could pick that up and bring it on their way back, actually. Let's go ahead and get that here. There, that should work. So they'll start there, they will load lumber, which they will take over here to the machine factory. And then if there are machine parts, they will pick them up and drop them off in Yonkers for another delivery. And I wonder if we could get some of these trucks doing multiple things, like get more of them doing multiple things. Also, I wonder if we should get some buses going. Or trams. I suppose we could do trams. This is a weird bridge. But anyway, that is about where we will leave it today. We are doing better than we were before, believe it or not. I feel much better after this episode than I did after the last one. I think we have a good start, and it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening and whether or not we'll be able to do trains all that much. But at the very least, we are going to build a transport empire, and we will go from there. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.